Hey everyone, Cyndi Williams here from Careers on Vacation. This morning we have the amazing Renee from A Wish to Reality travel agency. Renee, how are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I am so good. Thank you for spending a little bit of your morning today talking to us about your amazing business. You're getting ready to graduate, right?
Hey.
Are you excited?
Very excited.
Yes, good. I'm excited for you. You did an amazing job in the program, and I always love it's like kind of watching a student graduate and go out into the world. It's so amazing. I love it. So, well, good. Well, if you wouldn't mind, will you just share with us, the audience here, just a little bit about where your business was or where you felt like you were before you started the program and where you feel like you are now?
Before I started the program, I was struggling. There were so many pieces to the travel agent industry. I didn't know how to put it all together. So I just felt like I was kind of fumbling around trying to get bits and pieces here and there. And I found you on Facebook. And so I set up a discovery call, and I thought, this is exactly what I need from start to finish the process, because I could not, it was just too much for me.
It's a lot, right? I mean, because especially if you haven't worked in the industry for a long time, and even the technology today, even if you have been in the industry a long time, knowing what technology to leverage and how to run your business and how to make it, the most successful, profitable travel business that you can, there's a lot of pieces to being a travel agent. There's a lot of pieces to running a business.
Yeah.
And that's what you were kind of like. I remember, what was it that you told me? You said, I'm like, what was it, a spaghetti analogy? I'm trying to remember. What was you said?
Yeah, like
it was so funny.
Brain or spaghetti brain.
Yes, I have spaghetti brain over this. And I was like, I am going to use that term. And I did for like the next month when I talked to people who are new, because so many people, when they come to us, they feel the same way. They're like, oh my gosh, do I go here? Do I go there? Do I go this? This is shiny. Let me follow this path. And there's so much information out there, but having something that kind of pulls it all together and like, this is what you should do step by step. Here's how you set up your business step by step for each category, sales, marketing, everything, to kind of tie it up in a little package with a bow. So I remember when you said that, I laughed out loud. I was like, that spaghetti brain. That is so, I get spaghetti brain sometimes too, but at any rate, it's one of those things where as long as you go back to the systems and processes, it will all come together.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, good. What do you feel like your biggest win or celebration is since starting the program?
Oh, my confidence. I feel I'm still working on it, and the mindset, the mind growth has been great, but I think it's definitely the confidence. And when we talked about the Women's Travel Club, you kind of gave me some great ideas. I ran with it, and I have a lot of people excited and following the Facebook page. And so I think that's filling my bucket right now. That's giving me the confidence to keep going and yeah.
That is so awesome. I saw your promo on that you launched on your site, and we're going to share your link below so people can like and share your page as well, because you had that concept and that idea and you were like, oh, how do I implement? How do I execute this? How do I make it happen? So like with everyone we work with, it's very custom depending on what your goals are and what you want to do. And that was something that you're like, I have a passion to do this. I want to do it annually. So we're like, let's figure it out and get it on the game plan and on your business plan. And we did. And the mindset piece that you brought up, that is so important. Even people that work with me that have a ton of industry experience, sometimes they get to the end and say just what you said. The mindset work really gave me the confidence to know that, yes, this is how it's done. Yes, this is how I should do it. Yes, follow the course. And this is why you build your audience. This is why you follow these steps, and you can see the end result of what you should have. And now you have the steps to get there, instead of spaghetti brain going, I have this vision, but I have no idea how to go down this yellow brick road and find my way. Right.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the mindset piece is, a huge value add to our program, because, anyone can watch a tutorial here, a tutorial there, and it's really hard to put it all together. That's the other huge value add. But just taking time to understand, what is my intention? What's my vision? And then building that confidence, getting your mindset put together, because a lot of us as, on the road travel agencies or at home travel agencies, we are operating in a silo. So you can't turn around and go, hey, Sally, that has experience for 30 years, how would you handle this situation?
Yep.
So sometimes it can feel overwhelming.
Yep.
And am I taking the right steps? Do I know what I'm doing? And that's where Careers on Vacation is like, here's case studies. Here's what we do. Here's the process. I have an answer for that. And it's, page 26. Okay, let's do this. Let's get it done, right? So,
definitely.
And doesn't that mindset work extend to other areas of your life outside your business?
It absolutely did. And I will never forget this. We got on a call together, and you knew within 2 minutes of our call that something was bothering me, and you're like, okay, let's put this aside. Let's talk about this. And that is exactly what I needed to get on with it. I just needed to shed that weight, and I felt better, and it's definitely led into other areas of my life. And so it's amazing.
Yep. And sometimes you have to have that breakdown before you can break through.
Absolutely.
And if you're experiencing that, those uncomfortable feelings or something you're stressed about, you have to address it before you can, be the best service to your business and be the best business owner that you can be. So we have to stop sometimes. A lot of times in our sessions, we do that and we're like, okay, let's work through this. And so we can move beyond and then focus on the business. Because if you try to just continue in that path, it's just taking energy away from you being your best you, or you being able to build your best business. And you made some big life changes as a result of that. I remember, I won't share it with a whole open forum, but you made some big changes outside of your travel business too, and all for the better, because
absolutely,
you're great. Yeah, you're great now. That's awesome. So happy for you.
Thank you.
Well, good. Well, at the beginning, was it hard for you to jump in and commit to the program? And, are there any hurdles that you had to overcome before you kind of said, oh, this is what I need, let's get started?
At the beginning, no, it was rock and roll. Let's go. So it was, I loved it. I loved the setup. You had me schedule everything in advance. The biggest hurdle was when I started working full time, and I'm in Oregon, so it's a little bit of a time difference. So that was my biggest hurdle. But what I also loved was that you gave me the tools. We're finishing up. Yeah. And then now this summer I can really focus. I have all the tools in my toolbox to really build it when I have some downtime. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that I love that you weren't like, well, you have to do, like, this is the timeline, you have to do this. It was around my life and my schedule that you are so, accommodating to, and gave, like I said, the tools for my toolbox. So
exactly. And you bring up a great point, because everything we do, like Careers on Vacation, that's how I came up with the name. Like, you should be able to run your business around everything else you have going on. You have 4 kids?
Yep.
4 kids.
Yeah.
You have a full-time job, and you're running your travel business. So you had a lot. You're like, oh, I know this is what I need, but how do I fit this in? But that's why we built the program. Whether you're on a beach in Mexico, whether you are touring, the Vatican City tomorrow, wherever you are in the world, the modules are self-paced, and you schedule the calls for your private sessions at times that work for you. And now we have additional calls that happen twice a week that we send recordings on. So if people can attend, then we send them a recording on it, which is great. So it's very self-paced. But then the other thing you brought up is, at the end, everyone's travel business is different. Yeah. Yours has a certain niche and a certain feel and certain things you want to accomplish with your business. So in that wrap-up, button-up call, we always, it's not here's a program, good luck to you. It's what's your plan? Yes. Part of my job as a mentor is to coach, hold you accountable, and to make sure you have those, like you said, what's in my toolbox? Do I have the tools, the resources to move forward confidently for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years in my travel business? And in your particular case, because you are working with school, we said, okay, here's the things we need to do now, that'll be easy, put them in place to automate your life between now and summer. And then what are the big projects we can work on in the summer period that are going to excel your business even further and bring it through the entire rest of the year, so you are automated until you're ready to make that switch where you're doing travel full time.
Yep.
So having a plan, right? Working
Yes.
together on that, and within, you know, someone who can kind of aid you in that process. So yeah, I feel great about your plan, by the way. I'm so excited.
I am too. And
I was like, she's going to be fine.
Yes, thank you. And I appreciate that, because like it goes back to the spaghetti brain. It's just like, there's so many pieces and I have to do it now. And then I'm staying up late and it wasn't working for my, and so when you kind of said, hey, let's do this, and then in summer you could do this, it just took that pressure off.
And we have the grad group now. So, you know, because with Careers on Vacation, we follow everybody's pages, and the grad group lets you kind of interact with the entire community of everyone that's been through Careers on Vacation. And they're like, they know the systems, they know the processes. And as you have challenges, you can also see what promotions, where other people are having success. So we're all helping each other. There's this huge tribe of people that are helping each other into abundance. And so often in a lot of industries, but in travel in particular, people hold on to the information like, oh, I'm not going to tell them how to be the best agent because this is, you can't service everyone in the world. Give me a break.
Right.
$1 billion industry. We can all support each other into success and abundance, and we should be doing that. So that's why the grad group is so amazing, because in summertime you can interact more. Maybe you can pop on. We do videos there too, which is great. That only the grads have access to. It's more of that advanced training, you know, when you're ready to hire your first team, when you're ready to, you know, get to that next level. So good. So what would you tell people that are thinking about, that they're feeling lost? They maybe have spaghetti brain. What would you tell them about Careers on Vacation if they're sitting on the fence? Should they do it? Do you recommend it for them?
Oh, I absolutely do. I absolutely do. It is, like we touched on before, it's changed so many areas of my life, not just the business, but also personally, you know, with some struggles that I had going on, just with the mindset and the personal growth. So, and I look at it as investing in yourself. You know, it's if you want it, you will make it happen. And so I definitely, if you're on the fence, do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you bring up another great point. You brought up a lot of great points, because it's, if you want it, you're going to make it happen. If you know your business needs it, what are you hesitating for? But also, I think as women, sometimes we have a hard time investing in ourselves. Yes. And when you become a woman business owner, you have to recognize that you have a responsibility to your business. It's not all about you anymore. Yeah. Like, yes, I know the kids need new shoes and I need this stuff, but guess what? If your business is successful, you have to recognize that is going to change your life. Yes. If you're bringing in that extra income and extra revenue. So, but yes, you have to invest in yourself. If you know you can do it, and you're out there, oh, let me check this, let me check that, rather than chase this dream for the next 5 years and not know what the heck you're doing or how to put it together, you're going to get burnt out and you're going to get quit half the time. That's where people get, they're like, oh, it's not making any money, it's not doing da-da-da, because they don't know what they're doing, or they don't even know what questions to ask. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, we opened a business that was non-travel related we knew nothing about, but we went with you know, the consultants and the franchise who knew. So we had to make that initial investment and learn how to run that particular business. Travel's no different. If you're not willing to make that investment in yourself, you cannot expect your business to get past hobby stage very easily. So
exactly.
So true, right? So it's kind of like, you know, if you make this initial investment, how do you figure out the return on investment? So if you want to make, I don't know, let's say $5,000 a month. So if you want to make $5,000 a month, you know, is it worth it to make it in every month for the rest of your life? What is the math on that, right? 5 or 6 or 7, whatever. So what is that initial investment for your startup, you know, worth to you in terms of the growth and being able to do it in the shortest amount of time possible? That's the other thing. Everyone wants to make, you know, that kind of money tomorrow, but without having the systems, processes, and tools, it's really hard to do that if you're just you don't have the roadmap. So
No. And my other thought is time. Your time is worth something. And the time that I was spending trying to research on my own, just bits and pieces and here and there, and it 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 leached into my family time. And so I thought it was definitely well worth the cost because I had more time because I know that, oh, during our conference call, I'll get the information I need versus me sitting on the computer for 4 or 5 hours at the end of the night, taking time away from my family. So yeah, your time is worth something.
that's so true. And automating your business, putting it on autopilot, you're not going to get that time back with your kids. You're just
Nope.
not going to get the time back. So, choosing to make that investment in you is really choosing to make that investment in your family, because you're like, you know what, I can designate, 1 or 2 hours a week to know this is the best way to do it in the industry. This is what I have to follow. And now it's costing you 2 hours of your time, but it's on a path of growth and abundance and getting money back to your family, right?
Yeah.
Versus, oh my God, I got to watch 8 videos on Hawaii and learn about that in the next month if I think I can sell it. Or, oh, I have to do, you're running all over the place trying to do everything. And is it equaling sales? That's what I told you. And what I tell most people that work in the program is my job is to make you the most profitable in the least amount of time.
Yep.
We do not have to overcomplicate this bad boy.
Nope.
Here's the system to do that. And then here's your plan for the next year. And here's your plan for the next year. Let's get it done. What are we waiting for? So,
yes.
well, Renee, you were such a pleasure to work with. You are making such great progress. And especially knowing you are working full-time, you have 4 kids, you were able to fit this in, and you are doing it at your pace, and there's nothing wrong with that. And this summer, I know we already put your plan together. We are getting ready for all kinds of amazing stuff. So we will all be watching you. And I wish you so much love and abundance, and I will be your cheerleader on the sideline. And as you know, I'm in the grad group too, so we'll be watching and interacting as we move forward, okay?
Oh, good. I love that. Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing your story. And again, Renee with A Wish to Reality Travel, we are going to post her information below, so be sure to follow and like her pages. Bye, guys.
Thank you.